Hi, Matt with eTrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Kuat NV 2.0 bike rack on a 2021 Nissan Murano. Now this is going to be a great option for you if you need to haul a different or variety of different types of bikes, whether that be your carbon frame bikes or your heavy e-bikes. Or if you're on the road and you need to repair your bike, this is going to be the one for you. What's going to give it the ability to haul those carbon frames and alternative frame bikes is going to be this hook we have in the front that mounts to our wheel, and this strap that's on our other wheel. Since we're not making any frame contact, that's going to be a great option for those types of bikes. We're also going to have a 60-pound weight capacity holding up the two bikes, so that's going to be proof that we can handle those heavy e-bikes. If you ever need hatch access, this does have a tilt-away feature, and to engage that, all you have to do is come down here. Now this might be a little bit difficult to access if you have another bike on the back, but if you can maneuver around that, all you have to do is pull on this lever and let it fall back like so, and that's going to give us the ability to open up. And once you've opened it up, then you can get any things you need. Maybe you're out grocery shopping, you need to put that up or take it out, or when you've hit the trail, you can take out your gear, whether that be your helmet, shoes, or anything else like that. And to get things seated back into the driving position, all you have to do is come over here and lift up this time. Now this might be a little bit difficult if you do have those heavy e-bikes, but once it's up there, you'll hear it click into place. Now let's take off our bike. To do that, I'm just going to come over to our rear strap, and I'm going to press this gray button here and push the strap out. I like to tuck mine away so it's kind of out of the way. I'm going to come over to the front tire, and I'm going to maintain frame contact and press this button, push up and away. And now I can take off my bike and go hit the trails. Now when I get my bike off, I just like to make sure everything's put back up. We don't want any of this sticking out when you're driving. You'll also notice this cradle we have over here has these divots. That's going to accommodate different tire sizes, ranging from skinny, standard, to your 5-inch fat tires. And if we look at the other side, we're going to have this strap. And what I like about this strap is it's going to be able to travel down this tray, and it's going to be able to accommodate different wheelbases. We're also going to have a built-in cable lock at the very end of these trays, and this is going to just provide you extra security for your bikes. As for how it's going to sit on the back of a vehicle, if I measure from the back of our bumper to the back of the carrier, it's going to sit at a little bit under 29 inches, which is pretty good, but something I'd keep in mind if you're in any tight spots like a parking garage or a parking spot. As for our ground clearance, if I'm going from the lowest point, we're going to sit at just about 19.5 inches, which is pretty good. I wouldn't worry too much about going up any steep hills. Now, if you want to save on some space, you can fold this up. And to do that, it's going to be a very similar process as folding it down. You're going to pull this lever, and instead of letting it fall down, you're going to push up. And it's going to sit pretty close to our vehicle, but I wouldn't worry about it making contact. And if I measure from the back of our bumper to the furthest point out, that's going to sit at a little bit over 11 inches. How it's going to interact with the back of our vehicle today is we're going to get a little bit of blockage from our bike repair stand, and it's going to block a little bit of your license plate. And you're probably going to see a little bit of it from your backup camera, but it won't obstruct you completely. As for our taillights and back window, those won't be blocked at all. Now let's take a closer look at that bike repair stand. How this is going to work is you're just going to flip open this tab and have the ability to open this up and pull it out. Just make sure you lock it back in place, pushing that tab back down. And if you spin this knob at the end, it will give you the ability to open up this clamp and then adjust it to fit on whatever size frame you have. After when you've done your repairs, you can push this back in, tighten it back up, and close it back down. Very similar process on how you got it out. Now let's take a look at how it installs. We're going to have this 2-inch shank that's going to go into our 2-inch hitch receiver, And we're going to have this pin that goes through and have this locking core at the very end. That locking core is just going to give you extra security. And at the very back of the carrier, we're going to have this knob. And if you tighten this down, it's going to be an anti-rattle device. So that's going to prevent any shaking from the rack itself, which is a great thing, especially since this is a tool-free installation. Overall, I think it's going to be a solid choice if you find yourself needing to carry a variety of different types of bikes, or you find yourself needing to use the bike repair stand. Now, if you're looking for something that's going to be a little bit more affordable, I'd actually recommend the Rocky Mounts monorail. It's performed very similar to this one, only without any of those premium features and that ease of use. But if you like this rack for its premium features and that integrated bike repair stand, then I think this is the best option for you. But if you liked everything you saw today, that was just a look at the Kuat NV 2.0 bike rack on our 2021 Nissan Murano.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or a pothole or driving over uneven pavement. Now lastly, we're going over some full speed bumps, and we can see here the up and down action. And this will just be like driving in and out of a parking lot, garage, or driveway.